This is the deep dive prediction and breakdown for the fight between Islam Makhachev and Drew Dober. High stakes, lightweight matchup, two guys in the top 15. A lot of momentum for both men. Win streaks, Drew Dober, 3-fight knockout win streak coming off of a stoppage against Alexander Hernandez. Islam Makhachev, high-level guy coming off a win over Davi Ramos, has been out for a bit of time, was supposed to actually be fighting against Rafael dos Anjos, but he pulled out of that matchup. He gets Drew Dober here. I'm actually happy he gets this test before getting into as big of a matchup as RDA would have been. Let's talk about, first, Islam Makhachev, the Khabib protege, a southpaw. He's got very good kickboxing skills and a combat sambo background. He's definitely a pressure fighter, but if you look at that Davi Ramos fight, both guys are very good grapplers. He was a bit tentative at times, granted, was able to win the bout by a unanimous decision, has high percentage takedowns against the cage, and when he gets on top, he is extremely heavy pressure and control, and he will attack for submissions as well. Now, his opponent, Drew Dober, no slouch to the game, no rookie, lots of fights, 23-9 as a pro, has been in the UFC for a very long time. He's a southpaw as well, Muay Thai style striker, has a lot of punching power, especially in that straight left hand. He's also a pressure fighter, and he can overwhelm opponents. He did that with Alexander Hernandez. Granted, Dober was put on his back a couple times, immediately was able to get back up to his feet. Now, first, let's talk about Islam Makhachev and his advantages in this matchup. He is the faster fighter of the two. I also believe that he has the better kicks, and he's superior as far as grappling goes. That combat sambo background can definitely carry him far in this matchup. Now, for Drew Dober, his advantages will be his punching power. He hits extremely hard, and he could really hurt Islam Makhachev here. Also, having a bigger base, his legs are enormous. Some of the biggest calves I've seen in the UFC could potentially help him getting back up to his feet here, because I do believe he will be put on his butt against Islam Makhachev. Now, before we get into the keys to victory for both men, make sure you guys smash that like button and subscribe to the channel so we can blow up these deep dive predictions, get them to a bigger audience, and keep them getting better and better. But let's get into the keys to victory first for Islam Makhachev. For Islam, I really feel like he cannot let Drew Dober bully him. He needs to not be getting dominated and pushed back throughout the fight. He needs to also mix in takedowns as well. And when he gets Dober on his back, he needs to look for submissions on the ground. I really think submissions is a serious advantage here. Dober's last 3 losses all are by submissions. I could see Makhachev tapping him out here. Now, Dober's keys to victory are going to be staying off his back, landing power punches, and make Islam Makhachev overly patient, make him overthink, and potentially then Drew Dober could really land some big shots and hurt him. And also, if he gets put on his back, do not stay content on the ground. Get back up to his feet urgently and immediately if possible. Now, I feel like this fight is going to be a really fun one. Dober is an absolute powerhouse, but Islam Makhachev is extremely good as far as his takedowns go. He's also really fast. I think he's superior to Drew Dober here, but it's not an easy fight. Dober is game. He will have his moments here, but Islam Makhachev gets a unanimous decision win over Drew Dober. He's a massive favorite. Makhachev, the minus 345 favorite to Drew Dober at a plus 260 dog. I mean, there could potentially be a big punch that lands and gets Dober a win. So I personally disagree with how widespread these odds are, but I do agree that Islam Makhachev should be victorious here. Should be an excellent lightweight bout, and then we really are going to see where Islam Makhachev, the Khabib protege, stands here. Make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Also, guys, follow my social media, Instagram, Twitter, and I'll see you all in the next video.